Hello friends, Namaskar. In today's video, I will be talking about how to find a domain name is what the today's topic is all about. First of all, let me explain you what is a domain name. So domain name is generally your web address basically. So if you have gone to amazon.co.uk or any of the news websites like Telegraph, Guardian, these are the web address of a website, and that is called as a domain name. Now I'll talk in detail about what this .co.uk is, what is .com, etc. And for that, please watch the video till the end, as it will be very useful. It will provide all the information related to domain's name. And let's jump onto the screen to see how to find a perfect domain name. Okay, so in the screen, if you can see 12 high level guidelines which you need to basically think of before buying any domain name. So the first one is like define your purpose and brand. So in my case, now my purpose is to do a blogging, and my brand will be related to UK itself, where in the UK geography I would be sharing information. It might be within UK or it can be outside UK as well, but my purpose is defined, it's related to UK and it's related to blogging. So I'm not going to do any business out of that website, like I'm not going to selling and stuff at this stage. However, my domain name might be bit of a generic domain. Now make it memorable. So if you think about a name, like if you say I'll put a domain name as abc.com or abrfhqmn, so who will remember that name? No one. You remember some names which are memorable. So that is what a domain name should also be. So think about a memorable name and make it simple and pronounceable, like say Amazon, Telegraph, Guardian. In my case, the name I am choosing is UK Diaries. So you can remember it, it is pronounceable. Okay, now use keywords. So since it is related to UK, I have used a keyword UK, and since it is a multi-purpose niche, I have used the word diaries. So it's a kind of a news related blog that I would be starting for UK audience, and I would be sharing my journey. So that's why diaries have came. Check domain availability. So how can you check the domain availability? So let's jump onto the screen. Okay, so to check your domain availability, there are a lot of platforms. The common one is godaddy.com. You can go to godaddy.com to find a domain name. Okay, so this is one of the websites. You can use it to find a domain name. Otherwise, what you can do is there are other domain name providers like Namecheap, and then you have to host your website as well. So there are a few hosting providers which provide a domain name as well. So what I'll do at this stage is I'm not going to purchase the domain through GoDaddy. I will be using Hostinger, which is a hosting provider in UK, and you can buy the hosting as well as the domain name, which will come free of cost if you buy the hosting through Hostinger. Okay, my affiliate link will be in the description box, which you can use it and you will get the best discount as well. So you will get around 10% discount, and I do get a bit of a commission which helps me in making these videos as well. So you can choose any of the platform, GoDaddy, Hostinger, or if you are using Bluehost as well, you can use a Bluehost as well. Bluehost also provides the free domain name, so you can choose any of the hosting. For hosting, we will discuss in detail in tomorrow's video once we purchase the domain name. So now we know from where we can purchase the domain name. So let's go back to our presentation. Now I need to consider domain extension. So what is domain extension? So domain extensions are like if you have seen websites like amazon.co.uk, then there is a amazon.com as well. There is a amazon.in as well. If you talk about India, there are amazon.ca, au. Every country might have their own extension. So these are called TLDs. So this is a top level domain. Now .com, .org, .net, these are top level domains. .co.uk, .in, .au, .ca are CCTLDs, country level domain. So if you are planning to create a website which should be worldwide open, then consider using .com, .net, or .org as a common names. Otherwise, what you can do is if you are using a country specific website, then try to focus on .co.uk, .in, .au for Australia. Okay. So this is what domain extension means, and you can my suggestion would be, like, if you are focusing on country specific, then choose it. Otherwise, go for .com, .org, .net, those TLDs. However, why I am choosing .co.uk is my focus currently is on UK traffic only, and I want my website to rank in UK first. I'm not looking after other countries, so that's why I have chosen .co.uk as of now. Okay, so that is my justification. So as a suggestion, if you are a new blogger, I would suggest to go with .com, .net or .org. Okay, now the step number 7 is avoid trademark issues. So what is trademark? Basically, some of the big players like Amazon or Guardians or BBC, so you should not use a domain name which infringe those domain names, like you're trying to use them, and they would have a legal right to that domain name. So do not try to use a domain which is already associated to a company. Otherwise, you might have to lose that domain name. So that you have to check it. If you are choosing any domain name, just check whether that related word is present in the market or not. So you have to just Google it. Then how to choose it, how to find a domain name. If you are short of ideas, what I would suggest is use ChatGPT or any AI tools which will give the domain names, and you can generate the domain names as well. We are planning to create some tools as well for you all, so you can use those tools to generate a domain name. Now, considering the future growth as well, you can plan it ahead. However, this step number 9 is more around, if you are a seasoned blogger, you should think around how you can consider the future growth as well. If you know you are opening a shop or any other business which is not related to blogging, then you have to consider your domain name based on the future growth. Do try to get a feedback from your friends or family as well, what should be your right domain name, are they liking it. But don't over invest your time in the domain name at this stage. If you are a new blogger, I would say just go ahead and listen to your heart and buy a domain. Now, how to register your domain name is something I will be discussing tomorrow in my detailed course kind of a thing, which will be a lengthy video where I will be registering my domain name, and then we will be creating a blog as well. So today's video is more around how to find a domain. So today I have researched whole day in finding that domain name. So based on these conditions, I have used, I found a domain name called UK Diaries, which I will be creating as my website. Okay. Now, protect your brand is the last step. So once my website starts running and I'm very successful, I have gained a lot of traffic, then I would be going for legal rights for that domain name. So I will be protecting my domain, and I would be buying all the similar domain names so that no one else can infringe me until I trademark that domain name. Okay, so this is how I would say to find your perfect domain name. I hope this video is useful to you all and you find it informational as well. And if you do find it informational, please do like the video and do subscribe to this channel. Okay, thank you, bye.